Are you guys ready to enter my secret science room? Hey guys, Coach Kimmy here, and I have beautiful Angela here who traveled from Kansas City. And listen, I have to give a shout out to her son, Jeremy. He brought her. How cool is that? That is what a good son. And then it tells me what a good mom, because most sons would never do that for their mother, but he is doing that for his mom. And he said the last time he came here, for a vacation or for work or something, he got a little guilted because the mom said, "That's where Coach Kimmy is." So this time she says, "I'm coming with you." And he says, "Okay, Mom." And he brought her. So I'm so excited and so happy. Listen, she's definitely a Stevie Nicks kind of girl. When I looked, her son showed me her pictures of what she really loves. She loves the shag and she loves the beautiful blonde. So we're going to do both with her. Listen, there's something to say about her color. It's priceless. Like, look at this color. This is like a perfect level 7, but this is her own, which is outstanding. So I want you guys, I'm going to use your thinking mind right now. Why is that so spectacular that she has such a beautiful natural color like that? Tell me why. All right. Did you guess? I'm going to tell you why. She's not colored, number one. So what does that save for me? Time. Because when I highlight her highlights will come out so beautiful because I'm not fighting color. When somebody has color in their hair and it's this dark, it is like work, because you got to bust open the cuticle of that dark hair to keep trying to allow you got to go through the color molecule, then their own hair. Do you understand? So this is just her own hair. So this is going to be a great, amazing, wonderful process. And I also have to think, what pattern am I going to do on her? Now, she also showed me pictures. She loves my hair. So I'm pretty blonde. I don't really have much, in between. So I'm probably going to do the same for her, but I'm going to leave a little dimension for her. Okay, so now I want you to see. It's important to have a pattern, a blueprint for your hair, right? I want to know, like, she wants to get rid of all this dark on her hair because she doesn't have any highlights at all. So I'm going to make it still bold but natural. Here's 3 large weaves back to back. There's a slice in the middle and then a weave in the front, a weave in the back. I'm going to do 2 slices on her everywhere and then a weave in the front and a weave in the back. See? And this is a brick layered, right? You put one here, one there, one in the middle, one on the left, one on the right, one in the middle. And that's kind of brick. So it's going to go here, here, and here. And the next one will go that way, and we'll do that all through her whole back. And then I have to think about, what am I going to do in her front? Definitely want to give her a beautiful face frame, a strong face frame. So I'm pretty all blonde, where I wish I wasn't all blonde. I really want low lights in my hair. So I'm going to give her my dream hair that I would really want if my daughter would take the time to do my hair and do it. But it's a lot of work. So when you're a hairdresser, it's like a shoemaker. You're kind of the last person on the list because you want to, serve other people first. But eventually I will get low lights and I'll show you how pretty they'll be. So I'm going to make hers the ideal blonde that I wish I was, that she gets to be. And we're going to give you the haircut too. And of course, she's going to do a shag. Beautiful, amazing shag. All these beautiful cascading layers going all the way down. So stay tuned and get ready. Okay, here's the other side. That's all that extra weight. That's why it was so heavy. That's why she flew out from Missouri to come and see me. Coach Kimmy, yay. let me tell you. Now we're gonna highlight. I wanna tell you why I use what I use. Okay, so I love the consistency of this Free Lights. It's so, it's clay liner. It's so smooth, so light and airy. So I'm gonna do one of that. Okay, now we have a lot of highlights to do on her. Tutu I use because it has power in it. It's that nice dark blue. So I'm gonna use one of them. Love, love, love to get the perfect consistency of what I love. Blonde Or just all the way around is just a phenomenal, great consistency, but it doesn't have the power that Tutu has. So I do still use it because I like it, but I love Free Lights because it's more movable. I don't like Tutu by itself because it's too thick. And then I love this little accelerator. And this is Scruples, or Illusionist, or whatever. Yeah, Scruples. Okay, and it's just a little bit of an activator to make it more. I'm doing the back of her hair first to start. So I am gonna start with 30. I'm a big 30 girl, and I do highlights very fast because I have an imprint and a pattern. Okay, so start it there. Now look let me show you what the consistency should look like. Mix all of them together. It comes out so pretty. Okay, it's still too thick. I still need a little bit more. Super thick, but it's not super thin either. And the reason why I like a perfect consistency is that it's still very movable and it just glides really nicely on the hair. Plus, it won't drip though because it's not too thin. And you know bleach swells, and not all bleaches, but that's why I like to mix them because each one does something a little special. And I love these brushes because of the little serrated edges on the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna go around these, get everything on the edge because you don't want anything on the top. When you're putting your, this down, your brush, you don't want lightener to get on there because then it gets on your fingers. So I'm gonna wash this off. Bowl number 2. All right, let me explain what I have to do now because I want everything to take evenly and make it easier on the hair. So now I use 30 and a little 40. Okay, mix all the same stuff, but I just added a little 40 in there to make sure that it's gonna go higher volume for the next one. And then eventually it's gonna be straight 40, my third or fourth bowl. Okay, this is gonna do probably the whole mohawk to the top, and then I'll have to do for the sides. Here we go, let's go. All right guys, so look, I gotta slice, weave, double. Leave this out. Slice, weave, leave this out. Slice, weave, leave this out, all the way down. Now I'm gonna come up top here. Now look at all this that I need to cover. So I'm gonna go right here. And I'm gonna do a slice right here. This is gonna be gorgeous and beautiful because we really want her blonde on top for sure. I'm gonna go right to that hairline, as close as you can get it, and don't touch your ends. Do not touch the ends. And again, guys, remember, I changed the formula to 30-40 so that, the bottom is 30 sitting, and then it'll take quicker now, 30 and 40.
That you?
And I'm gonna see where's that hair gonna lay. That hair's gonna come right down here. So I am going to look at the pattern of what she's had, which I could probably do this. This looks like it'd be pretty strong. I'm gonna put this in there. Pull that down so it's like real tight. Like, I don't always do the same exact pattern. I like to break it up a little bit. And listen, just remember, we're gonna bring this down at the very end for like, you know, a minute or two. You can refresh that blonde. Now I'm gonna just take a little piece out because I wanna do another pretty strong piece. And I wanna go like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bold pieces. Pull this down and see what you have to do and what you don't touch. Good. Now I'm going to go right behind that and do another one directly the same. Now look at, I want you super close up right here. Okay, I want you to see how I take 1, 2, it's a little less than the other one. 3, 4. Almost like you're gonna make little tiny, this one was bigger and then this one's less, and then if you do another one underneath it, you make it less. It's like a little triangle. Relaxing. All right guys, so now I'm like at the top where she has a lot of old blonde. I'm gonna use 5 and 10 volume with just the free lights. I love this because it's very conditioning to the hair as well because it's a clay lightener, and you can make it super liquidy. It doesn't have to be super thick. That is perfect. And I'll just tap on any ends that need to be a little refreshed and she's good to go. Good. Okay, so you see this? I want to touch some of these ends with that 5 and volume. It's like just to brighten them up a little. And it's really more 5 volume. Just need them a little, they're a little too yellow. Don't use the same formula though that you're using for the root because you don't want that to be, you know, white or break off. So that's why you have to go to a lower formula. I am going to do this right here. Get those roots. Comb them. Make sure you come down with the 40 to the certain pieces. Well, it's 30, 40. It's really 30. I want to move it a little bit right here. I'm going to get that out of the way. And I'm going to start it right here. I want a straight piece, and I am going to weave that after. And I still have a little of my formula left, so I'm going to do a couple here, a couple on the other side, and then I'm going to go mix up more. And then make it a higher volume. See, some of her ends are light enough, you don't got to touch them. Whatever's not light enough is what you touch. What's light enough, you don't touch. Look at, I just want to take like 1, 2, 3. Now she's going to have little feathers in here, just so you know. So you're not going to see really any of the roots so much because she's going to be very heavy highlighted.
One time I was explaining that.
We're at the finish line. We're at the finish line. You know how good it is to be at the finish line? And you gotta keep going. Don't give up yet. You gotta like give it all your all. Even at the end. Give it your all. And then I'm gonna use straight 40. 40. 40. Straight 40. And this is the accelerator. It just makes it go quicker. 40. And I could tell right now that I definitely have more of the two-tone because I can feel it as opposed to the clay lightener because it's much more movable. So I do want to put a little bit more of this in there. Good. Now I'm just going to get a new brush just because I've used this one so much. So I'm just going to use the same one. But I am going to wipe off this whole edge. This is the best way to wipe it off. And you don't waste any lightener. Perfect. All right, guys, let's go. All right, so I'm really doing like a herringbone. Just to like, because this is like one whole section piece right here that's pretty big that I need to like split in half. Try to get this blonde out of here so that I can like put this down on the dark.